I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackGear.com, and today we're going to talk about chain kits. We've done a lot of install videos. You've probably seen that stuff. We've got that covered pretty well. Cool tools to use to do it, we got that too. But let's talk about why you want to put a chain kit on your bike and how to get you the right parts to hit the performance goals you have in mind. Okay, when it comes time for a chain and sprocket kit, right, there's a few reasons why you would do it. Performance, that's the most common one here for us, right? By changing the gearing, you alter the acceleration and performance of your motorcycle. Reason number two would be maintenance. Say you put enough miles on the bike, the stuff is just flat out worn out, and it's time for a new kit. Reason number three, this is also in my mind a great reason. You want to add a little bling. Look at this. I mean, you put that red driven rear sprocket on this bike, some bitchin' sprocket nuts, gold chain. Yeah, okay, my bike's dirty, I know I gotta clean it. It makes the bike look better. Most stock bikes are gonna come with either a 530 or a 525 pitch chain and sprocket kit on it. The most common replacement kit is going to be 520 pitch. The reason most riders choose that, especially on sport bikes, is when you go to that 520 pitch, it's narrower, okay? The sprocket's narrower, especially the chain is narrow, so you're losing weight. That weight is rotating mass, quite obviously, because it's spinning. So the lighter it is, the less force it generates, right? Makes the bike handle better, accelerate quicker, and then of course, the overall curb weight of the motorcycle is reduced. By using quality components and going from a thicker 530 or 525 chain, you are able to maintain very similar strength and wear. It is also really important to note, you cannot mix and match chain pitch. You can't take a 530 chain and throw a 520 sprocket on the bike. Negative, this is not gonna work. If you're going 530, you stay 530 chain and sprocket, so on and so forth, right down the line. Let's say performance is what you're after. You want that bike to accelerate faster. We're gonna focus on 1000cc and 600cc bikes, right? In between, you're going to kind of move in between, and I'll talk about that. With 1000, if you want the bike to accelerate quicker, what I'm going to suggest that you do, right, is add 2 teeth to the stock rear sprocket count. That way it's not so aggressive you turn the thing into a wheelie machine. If you want more, you can always do more. That's up to you. But to preserve good handling and the ability to use all the gears, on 1000, where I'm going to recommend you start is just by going up 2 teeth in the rear. Now, the 600cc bike, right? A couple schools of thought there. Once again, I'm going to lean more towards, let's try to preserve and improve the performance. You want to go too extreme. So what I'm going to suggest you do on a 600, let's go down 1 tooth in the front. Going down 1 tooth in the front is like going up 3 teeth in the rear. It is a very significant change. Now, with a 600, it is also really popular to go down 1 in the front and up 2 in the rear. It is a very significant change, right? You're gonna lose a little top end, but that bike is gonna accelerate a whole lot quicker. So one's just a little bit more extreme than the other. For bikes that are in between that, okay? Once again, I'm going to say let's kind of stay conservative, okay? Let's make small moves. If it's a 750, 750 it's a little more, in my mind, like 1000. You get a 900, right? FC09, something like that. I feel like you're going to be best served, in my opinion, by trying 1 tooth down in that front sprocket, because that leaves you a lot of room to work with the rear sprocket to get a good gearing combination. Also remember, forums are a great resource. A lot of folks that have had these bikes already, they've tried different things, you'll find their feedback on there, and it can help you choose the right gearing combo for yourself. Okay, now, hopefully we've gotten you a little bit closer to what you want to do. If it's just a maintenance kit, right? Let's say it's just worn out, you want good quality stuff, right? We have kits available that are pre-cut in length. They're going to come with stock pitch, stock gearing, good high quality stuff, steel sprockets front and back, and they make the install easy. Wear. Aluminum rear sprockets in 520, they don't last as long as steel do. They are lighter, and they also come in those bitchin' colors, so you're picking that up, right? Remember, with a 520 kit, You can also take and use a steel front, they're all steel, and add a steel rear. They are heavier than the aluminum, okay? They are still lighter than the stock sprocket that came on the bike as long as you're changing pitch, reducing pitch. But the lifespan is going to be significantly longer than the aluminum. Also, any of the hard anodized rear sprockets will have a longer life than, say, just like a standard silver bare aluminum sprocket. That would have about the shortest life cycle. If you're going to install the kit on the bike yourself, we've got install videos. You can use those as a guide. If you're not comfortable, go to a mechanic. But what I can tell you is this: you're going to need some tools to get this done and get it done right. That master link, okay, it's going to come with a rivet link. The stuff that we do comes with a rivet link. Do not put a clip link on. Those things can slide apart, thing falls off, chain wads up, breaks your motor case, it's a disaster. You need to rivet it. To rivet it, you have to have a tool. These are some really popular, and these are quality chain tools from Motion Pro. This is their PBR chain tool kit. You're going to see me using this in a bunch of videos. The thing rocks. It's under 100. We stock it. We sell a ton. I've used this one many, many times, loaned it out before, and they couldn't even manage to break it. Good piece. Motion Pro chain alignment tool. Motion Pro slack setter, okay, with your chain tension. Some people think when the chain's brand new, you want to make it to the tight side because it's going to stretch. Negative. If that chain is ever to the tight side and you ride, it is going to be hard on the sprockets and hard on the driveline components on the bike. You do not want that. So even when the chain is brand new, I want you to start with proper chain tension. You can use that slack setter tool, find on the internet, right? Those specs are everywhere, your slack setting, and get that dialed in right, and then recheck as you ride the bike the first couple times. That has a huge impact on how long that stuff is going to wear. And then remember, chain maintenance. Make sure you have some chain lube and you keep that stuff reasonably lubricated. Also enhances its life cycle. Last but not least, let's say that you've changed the gearing on your bike. Well, guess what else has changed now? The speedometer, right? If you've shortened the gearing so it accelerates harder, well, guess what? When you're going 50, the thing says you're going 75 or 80. You think, oh, it's not a big deal, I can pace that. Well, you're correct, you can pace that, but what you can't do is pace your odometer. Remember, when you go to sell one of these things, right, what are people looking at? The year, the mileage, and of course the condition of the bike, okay? If you have just let that rack up additional miles for no other reason than you wanted shorter gearing, right, it devalues your investment. Speedo Healer. This is one of the brands that we work with here. They do a great job. Heel Tech V4 Speedo Healer. We have an install video coming on the R3. They're inexpensive. You get this on there, and basically what this does, get your speedo right, get your odometer right, and it protects your investment. So, I really shortened this up. This is basically Cliff Notes. We got a lot of other videos, and remember, we are always here as a resource if you have questions to ask for a particular kit for your motorcycle. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this chain and sprocket series that we're working on, and thanks for choosing STG.